friends, welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is CourtCharesse and I'm super happy to have you join me today. For all of my returning viewers, hey friends, welcome back. Thanks for joining me again for another video. So y'all, today I'm going to jump straight into the video. I am doing a nice little cute get ready with me. Me and Bae are going to go grab something to eat, so I'm going to throw on a cute little face and throw on some clothes and then call it a day. Okay, so I'm going to jump straight into the video, but before I do that, I want to give you guys the opportunity to go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Join the Court crew. The more the merrier. We love friends over here, so yeah, go ahead and do that. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay guys, so I am feeling a nice little medium coverage face, so I'm going to be using my Fenty Eavesdrop blurring skin tint today. I would normally do my NARS foundation, but I'm just not feeling all of the full coverage right now, so yeah, I'm going to use this blurring skin tint. To apply that, I'm going to be using my $1 Billion brushes, sculpting duo brush, and I'm going to use the flat side. And let's just shake this up. All right, and I'm going to put it right on my face. Oh my god, y'all, I was almost tripping. Like, what am I doing? I have to prime. Okay, so I'm going to go with my Milk Hydro Grip primer. Tripping. And I'm going to prime first. Yes, I have to prep and prime my skin, y'all. I am really like ODing. I don't know what's wrong with me. So my skin feels amazing, y'all. I did a exfoliation treatment today. I got some face scrub from Lush, and it is everything. I absolutely loved it. I'm actually doing a like self-care video, and I purchased the scrub in my self-care video. So if you want more deets on that and you want to know what all I purchased to take care of myself this week, go ahead and check out that video. It should be posted. If not this week, then maybe next week. I don't know. I'm gonna get that out to you, but if you turn on your notifications, you'll know when it posts. Okay, so anyways, also to prep my face, I'm going to use the ABH brow freeze gel, and I'm going to go ahead and just set those brow hairs into place before I even do anything else. And I'm doing this first before I have any products on my face, because product tends to get into my eyebrow hairs and it like messes with the color of my eyebrow hairs, and I don't want that. I like the color that I have naturally, so I'm going to go ahead and prep my brows first. Okay y'all, so they are laid and slayed. I'm going to brush them out with a small little spoolie here before they dry down too far. And boom. This looks really good off rip. So this is perfect to do before my foundation because my brows dry down. I don't want them to have that like gel-like texture on them as I'm doing my brows. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So now we're finally going to go in with the blurring skin tint because I was tripping, y'all. So I'm just going to throw this right on my face. And if you watch my videos, then you know I love to work in sections when applying my foundations. So I'm gonna just start with the right side of my face, and I like to pat and swipe my foundations on. I find that to be the best way to get full coverage or get the most coverage out of your foundations. This product is so amazing. I've already done a review on it. If you haven't checked that out, go ahead and do that. But I love this because it's just like skin, you know? I feel like sometimes you don't want the super full coverage, heavy foundations, and today is just one of those days. I'm feeling very minimal. I'm feeling very just like, let's get it done, but like, let's get it done cute. So I feel like this is perfect for that. And to be quite honest, products like this are perfect for the spring and the summer because it's hot. Right now it's very humid outside. It's been raining, and it's been raining on and off actually all week. So I don't like anything too heavy that makes me look like I'm sweating, or if I am sweating, something I just have to like wipe off anyway, especially because products that are full coverage tend to be more expensive, and I'm just not trying to waste my money like that. So I am going in with my skin tint probably all summer 2021 as well as the spring. Okay, so my face is done. One second, y'all. My family's been calling me all day.
Go back to your blogging. Hey, everybody.
Hold on. Say hey, Dad. Say hey.
Hey, I was looking at a porn story. Bye.
Oh my god. Anyways, let's jump right back into this tutorial. So yes, I'm color correcting. I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape right around my mouth and underneath my eyes, and this to just give it a little bit more coverage, because the skin tint is not a full coverage foundation. It's actually not a foundation at all. It's like a tinted moisturizer, but you would know that if you watch my video, my review on it. Okay, so that's all I'm doing right here, and I'm gonna let this dry down a little bit, and while this dries down, I'm going to outline my brows. And I'm actually gonna do my brows first, like the outlining of it, concealing it and stuff before filling it in. And I'm doing this because I'm going for like a lighter brow look today. And I feel like the best way to do that is to underline your brows first, because then you don't have to go in and do that line underneath it with the pencil, which makes it look a lot more harsh. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, just trust the process. Trust me, I'm looking for a brush right now to conceal underneath my eyebrows. Okay, y'all, so to conceal underneath my brows, I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Maple. I just put a little bit of that on my little mixing pad here for makeup. If y'all hear noise in the background, it's my boyfriend. He got like this nerdy shit for his Twitch channel, and so he's really excited about it or whatever. So I'm just going in to that concealer with this flat brush, looks like this, and I'm going to use this brush to conceal underneath my brow here. Okay, y'all, so that's what my eyebrow looks like, and this is actually like a new technique for me. I typically do my eyebrows first, but I'll fill them in and then I'll conceal, but I'm doing it this way because, like I told y'all, I want to try a different look. I want it to be a little less heavy in my brows, and to be honest, I'm looking at them and I actually don't think that I need to even fill them in, because I like this look. It looks natural, because I mean, well, of course it's my natural brow. So what I'm thinking about doing is just doing the tail of my brow and then leaving this the same, because my eyebrow hairs are pretty full on their own. So this is my eyebrow for right now. To blend out this concealer, I'm going to be using the Sephora 71 concealer brush, and I'm going to just be like patting this concealer in and moving it around so that it doesn't look so heavy and not blended. Okay, so the concealer that I placed around my mouth and underneath my eyes to color correct should be dry enough for me to blend out as well. So I'm going to take the same brush and just pat this in and blend it out as well. I'm gonna place a little bit here in the folds of my nose. Not that I conceal it or anything, but I feel like it could use a little bit more assistance on color correcting as well. I'm gonna look up and pat this in underneath my eye. So to do my eyebrows, I'm going to be using my Makeup by Mario eye pencil, but to be a little bit more precise, I'm going to also take a little small angled brush to place this product to my eyebrow. And the reason why I'm using this instead of a pomade is because I like the color of this pencil. So yeah, I'm just going to take my brush and just go straight into the tip of the pencil, and I'm gonna just draw right on my brow. And excuse me, I'm gonna get a magnifying mirror to make sure I'm super precise with this step. So if y'all see me looking down, I'm looking into my mirror. That's like perfect. Y'all, I have been trying to figure out how to accomplish this look for a long time. Who knew that me being in a rush is gonna be the way that I figured out how to like perfect this brow look. I absolutely love this. It looks very natural, but still very snatched. It's like everything. Okay, so I'm gonna do the other eye and then I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so I am back. I did my other eyebrow and they look really phenomenal. I actually love this technique. I also turned down my saturation because I felt like I looked a wee bit orange, but we're gonna just still keep it moving, keep going from here. Forgive me, y'all, I'm still trying to figure out what camera settings I like the most. So it's a journey. We're gonna get it together, but until then, I'm gonna keep giving you guys quality content. Anyways, I don't know why I just did that, but now I'm gonna move on to highlighting and contouring. So I'm gonna start out with my under eye, and I'm gonna just do a triangle shape. So I'm starting here, and I'm really like trying to press it close to my nose, and then I'm going to go in underneath my eye, and then really bring it up here as well. And I'm using that same Too Faced concealer in the shade Maple. And so I don't bring my concealers all the way down because I'm going to blend it out that far anyway, and I don't want my highlight to go far too down in my face. I really like this concealer shade because I feel like it is a very nice undertone. Most concealers have either the wrong consistency or the wrong undertone, and I love this. I'm like a concealer fanatic, y'all. I have 1,001 concealers, like whatever concealer you can think of. I probably have had it, tried it, used it, still have it, love it, hate it, all of the above. So for me to speak highly of this Too Faced Born This Way really means a lot, y'all. I have a few concealers that are on my like top concealer list. If y'all want those, let me know, because we could definitely do a video for my favorite concealers, because when it comes to concealers, I am that girl. I know I am the all-knowing concealer girl. Anyways, I'm just being weird, y'all. I'm not even trying to. I just realize when I talk sometimes I say some nutty shit. So I'm probably not gonna let my forehead dry down too much, because my forehead is already like a dry area, and when I like struggle to blend out my forehead, it just looks really patchy and not good. So what I'm going to do is place down the rest of my contour, and then I'm going to go in and immediately blend out my forehead concealer, because that is one of the toughest spots for me to work with when doing my face. I just absolutely hate doing it. So I'm going to place down my contour, and I'm going to do this in an upwards motion on my cheek, and I'm stopping it here because I don't want to drag it down too far into my mouth. And then of course I'm going to put some on my forehead, and I'll probably place more on my forehead, to be honest, because I love when I have a super snatched contoured forehead. And on the other side, same thing. I'll do my nose a bit later, because I do my nose a little bit different than the rest of my face, but I'll get more into that later. Y'all excuse my hairline. I have like hairspray in it from my wig and everything, and I just haven't cleaned my hairline, so I'll do that eventually. But until then, mind your business, okay? And I'm gonna place a little bit here on my jawline as well, and let's get to blending out our forehead. So I'm gonna be using the Real Techniques contour brush to blend out my forehead, and I'm gonna just pat this in place and move it around where I want to. And I'm really focusing on the outer edges and making sure those are blended out really well, even though I'm not too worried about it, because I am going to go in on my outer edges and blend out my contour into those areas. Okay, I am definitely going to go back in and place some more contour on my forehead, because I just feel like my forehead has to be the most contoured. Okay, it just has to be that way. It is what it is. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. The rules are the rules. I don't make them, I just follow them. Actually, I do make them. So now I'm going to blend out my under eye highlights, and to do that, I'm going to be taking the same Pro Concealer brush by Sephora, and this is 71, and I'm going to just pat on the outsides of it and drag it down. And I'm just being very light-handed with this, because I want to make sure I still have a lot of color payoff, and you don't want it to look patchy or anything. You can always move your concealer around, so you don't have to be too heavy-handed. Just take your time and move your concealer where you want it to be. And then I'm going to pat the outsides of it to blend that out. And then when I blend underneath my eye, I'm going to look up, and this is to prevent creasing, and this looks really good. Like, this is how you want it to look. If you're worried about like this area right here, don't be, because your contour is probably going to blend up into this area. And then I'm going to actually take a foundation brush that looks identical to this. This is Sephora. This is a Sephora 47 foundation brush. I'm going to use this to blend out my chin. And I like to do this because I have a little bit of foundation still on here from when I last did my face, and I don't like my chin to look too highlighted, so I use this as my way to like tone down that highlight. For all of you who are returning viewers and you already know how I blend out my nose, we use middle fingers only, okay? And this is because it makes it extremely easy to make sure that you only get the bridge of your nose. And I don't too much worry about like the middle eyebrow area because I'm going to go in with a brush to blend that out. Okay, so that's it for my nose. I'm about to do the other half of my face and then I'll be right back and give my camera some time to cool down. Okay, y'all, so I am back. I did go ahead and blend out this half of my face. What I'm going to do now is take a concealer brush and I'm going to just blend out the bottom of my nose right here on the tip because I don't want this to be too pointy and I need it to be blended. So I'm gonna just do it right here on the little bulb. When it gets to about right above it, I'm gonna leave that be. Okay, y'all, so now I'm gonna move on to contouring my nose. And to do that, I'm gonna take a really small brush. And then I'm gonna take my Bobbi Brown foundation stick in the shade Cool Chestnut. I'm gonna dip the brush right into the contour stick. I'm gonna brush this right along where the highlight ends. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Okay, y'all, so now it's time to blend out my contour, my favorite part of the routine. And before I do that, I am going to place a little bit more contour right here on my forehead because I feel like that's where everything needs to look the most snatched. And I'm going to go a little bit more on my cheekbones as well. Okay, and so now we're going to blend this out. And to blend this out, I'm going to be using a angled brush, and I don't even know the brand of this. This thing is so old. I've had this for years. I'm going to take this and I'm going to just pat my contour into my skin. And I'm going to do the same thing for my forehead. I'm patting and swiping my forehead. Y'all, I know y'all see this contour. Doesn't it look really good? Like, I know we still have a ways to go on the rest of our face, but something about like contouring just really brings everything together in my opinion. And now I'm just like blending out where I placed that contour on my jawline. Now what I'm going to do to clean up right here underneath my face and like kind of make it look a little bit more dramatic, I'm going to cut my under area with that Born This Way concealer, and this one is my skin complexion. This is in the shade Rich Sand 57S. I'm gonna let this sit on my face a little bit more so that it's not so movable, if that makes any sense. And in the meantime, I'm going to spray my face, and I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte setting spray. So I think that this is like dry enough for my liking. So what I'm going to do is take that foundation brush by Sephora, and then I'm going to just drag this down a little bit. So this really just helps define that contour a little bit more. Okay, everyone, so everything is really like wet right now. To me, it looks very, very shiny. So I'm really excited to go in with my powders. But before I do that, I'm gonna go in and blend out underneath my eye one more time. And I wanna do this right before I set my under eye with powder, because then it helps with the creasing and you prevent it. So I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna just pat right underneath my eye. I'm gonna be using the Born This Way powder, and this is in the shade Translucent Medium. And I'm just looking up and really patting in this powder underneath my eye. Okay, so I think that's enough powder. I'm not gonna do the same thing with my forehead, and I am patting this in everywhere really hard. And I'm not really too focused on getting this on my contour, because I am gonna go back in and set the contour as well. So I can blend this up into the contour, no problem. And then on my chin as well. And then I'm gonna just sprinkle a little bit on my nose. I'm not really being too heavy-handed with my nose area. Okay, y'all, so that's it for setting my face. I'm now gonna go in and set my contour. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna be using my Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette, and I have the shade Medium to Dark. I'm gonna take the contour shade and use this to set all of the contour on my face. So now I'm gonna go in over my contour with two different bronzers. I'm gonna be using the Morphe bronzer in the shade Supreme, as well as a Fenty bronzer in the shade Mocha Mommy. And I'm just patting this in on my skin. And then I'm gonna go in with the Mocha Mommy as well. That Mocha Mommy is just like red, and I don't know, I love it. And now I'm gonna swipe off all the excess powder off of my face with a big fluffy brush. So I'm going in on the side of my nose and removing that extra powder that was there, and also on my cheeks, a little bit on my forehead, and just making everything look even and balanced. The last thing I'm gonna do for powder is give myself some blush. I'm gonna be taking the NARS blush in the shade Exhibit A, which is this red orange color. I absolutely love on dark skin. And I'm gonna be taking a Real Techniques angle brush, and this brush is actually really dense. And I'm going to go in really light-handed and just give myself some color right here. And I actually kind of like angle the brush down and swipe up. Okay, y'all, so that is my face. I'm gonna spray myself again since I just put down all of my powders. I just got spray all over my mirror, y'all, so I don't even know what I look like. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my eyes. I'm actually gonna use a combination of both of my Huda palettes. I have the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered as well as the Nude palette. So I'm gonna be using both of those for my eye look today. And I'm gonna go in first with the Rose Gold Remastered palette, and I'm gonna take a really big fluffy brush, and I'm gonna pick up the shade Cocoa and use this as my base shade on my eye. And I'm not doing anything too crazy with my eye today. I actually think I'm gonna just leave this to be a two eyeshadow look. I'm going to just do something very simple because I know Bae is hungry and he's waiting on me. So now I'm gonna go in with my nudes palette, and I'm gonna take the shade, I'm gonna take the shade Secret, and I'm gonna pop this onto my lid. And I'm using a really dense flat brush. I don't even know if you consider this flat. I mean, it's kind of rounded, but I don't know. I'm pressing into my eyelid, so I'm using it as if it was a flat brush. This is going to be my lid color today, and I'm not going for a super defined cut crease. Actually, I'm just placing this product on my lid, and wherever it stops is wherever it stops. Okay, y'all, I'm not being really precise with this look at all. This is a really simple look to do. Okay, y'all, so my camera is overheating, so I'm going to do my eyeliner and my lashes off of camera. And today for my lashes, I'm going to use the Lily lashes in the style Miami. I'm gonna pop those on, and then I'll be right back so that we can finish the look. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished face. I like it. I was trying to figure out if I want to do gloss or not, but if I do gloss, it's definitely, this lip is just not gonna last throughout dinner. So I'm gonna just stick with this, and I'm gonna go throw on my wig and put on some clothes, and then y'all are gonna see the finished look. Okay, guys, so this is my finished spring date night look. I got the bottoms from Lane Bryant, top from Target, and both the shoes and purse from College Spring. It is absolutely adorable. If you guys enjoyed this look, please be sure to leave me a thumbs up, and if you guys want to check out more content, be sure to subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Love you. Bye.